Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome back to our mentoring recovery support group. And my name is Craig. I'm a recovery coach here at Capital Recovery Center. And today I I'm going to bring an article to us. I'm going to share an article by online.maryville.edu. You can retrieve this article if you go online. You can have it for your personal reading as well. And you can retrieve this article. You can go online to online.maryville.edu. All right. And so without further ado, we're going to get right into our title of today. Our title of today, you can see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen, and that is Empower Each Other. 6 ways to spread purpose, resilience, and joy. All right? 6 ways to spread purpose, resilience, and joy. This is our support group. And so the whole purpose of a mentoring uh, group, and that is to help people regain their recovery capital. We share a lot here, assisting those who may be coming out of early form of addiction recovery or long-term addiction recovery, and also those who may be re-entering back into society from incarceration. And so all these entities are grouped together because they have played a role not only in my life, but also in a lot of other people's lives that I have encountered over the years. So let's see what the article has for us today. So the article starts off by saying the social isolation and suffering brought on by the pandemic have shone a light on just how much we need each other's and the benefit of strong communities. Empowering ourselves and each other can make people not only more resilient, but also happier, healthier, and more creative. All right? Consider what it means to elderly people unable to easily leave their homes when neighbors bring them groceries, or what it means to the neighbors who then get a chance to share meaningful conversation that give them a new perspective on their lives. Remember, we're talking about mentorship. A lot of times, uh, whether it be young boys, young girls, young men, young women, or it could be the elderly. We all need someone that we can interact with and share our thoughts, share some ideas, and to be able to uplift someone. So that is some of the that is one of the aspects of a mentor, role model, leader. And so this article helps us to get a better understanding of what it means to spread purpose, resilience, and joy. All right. So it says to empower each other, people need to reflect on how they can spread purpose, resilience, and joy each day to strengthen their communities. All right. And so the first topic of discussion, that is empowerment, succeeding individually and as a community. All right. It says empowerment is the process of becoming stronger, more purposeful, and capable of achieving more. It elevates both individuals and communities. When people achieve self empowerment, they affect those around them. They become models of what's possible, inspiring others to find their own path to self empowerment. Right? They also have a greater capacity to contribute to their community. So I am someone who strongly believes that once we change our lifestyle from old behaviors and embrace new productive habits of change, I believe that we can be more impactful and help shaping those who come behind us, showing them or giving them some guidance of how to model their lives in a positive way, right? And so this article goes on to give us an example. The achievements of first generation college graduates can inspire others who would be the first in their family to pursue higher education. And self and first generation graduates are uniquely equipped to support and guide those students. When people seek out ways to empower one another, they build more caring and equitable relationships. This benefits everyone. It also creates a greater sense of belonging within a community and helps individuals discover their unique gifts and talents. This gives everyone a better chance to realize their potential, right? And so when I was in therapeutic community, that was a treatment program that I went through. One of the things that was shared and was given to us as a structured set of learning was to positive reinforcement. And so I embraced that whole concept and model of positive reinforcement. And that really means, and in actuality, is that to replace old negative thoughts and behaviors with positive ones. And so I've learned to embrace that idea of get rid of old habits and behaviors and embracing new ones that can change and be more productive. It have worked for me, and I'm sure that it will work for a lot of us. So let's get back into the article. So what does building empowered community takes? Mindfulness, mindfully adopting practices that empower others is a great place to start. Let me read that again. So what does building empowered community takes? Mindfully adopting practices that empower others is a great place to start. All right. So let's keep that in mind. And so the first bullet or the first point that we want to talk about, and that is share knowledge. Share your knowledge. All right. Don't hold it in. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't be stingy. Share it. All right. Knowledge can be transformative. It can lead to visions and inspire change. Sharing knowledge also brings people together. So, after discovering a helpful book, tell people about it. Discuss ideas from the book to come up with new or deeper understandings. Such conversations can expose people to different ways of thinking that help them grow. Additionally, they can teach people everything from how to develop healthier eating habits to ways to make an impression on a prospective employer. Every day, people encounter useful problem solving information through podcasts, websites, and daily activities. To eliminate distraction when studying, someone may discover a Chrome extension that blocks time wasting websites. When searching for a method to keep track of their responsibilities, individuals may find an app that makes them more efficient. Right? Share your knowledge. Sharing this knowledge can help individuals empower each other to improve their study habits, the efficiencies of their workouts, or the quality of their resumes. For an example, simultaneously, they can forge stronger relationships with the people in their lives. All right. And so I am a true believer of that. I remember when I was in college at a at an older age, it was about, I want to say about 14 years ago, I went back to school and got a degree. And so one of the things was I learned through my experience, I was having a little problem, I think on the computer. So I was in the college library and the young person, they was in there doing their studies and everything like that. And so I kindly asked the young person, can you help me navigate through this computer at the time? And so the young person was so friendly and so kind enough to show me. They said, sure. And once they showed me, it taught me a valuable lesson. When people see that you're willing to change your lifestyle or willing to help yourself, they're more than apt to they more willingly be able to assist you in your progress. The next topic of discussion, we went over share your knowledge or share knowledge. Number two, share your story. Taking openly, Talking openly about personal struggles and triumph takes courage, but doing so can be both liberating and empowering. It can also serve as a bridge that connects people and drives away loneliness. Learning about others' experiences can make people feel less isolated and more helpful. Bring me back to another story, another encounter. So, as I stated earlier, I am someone who's in recovery. I hope I stated that. I went through a drug treatment program, and I happened to go through a narcotics anonymous group. And one of the things about that was uh, you have to, well, you don't have to, but they encourage those in the group to open up and share your story. We call it, in order to keep our sobriety, we must give it away freely. All right. That's a term I learned in the therapeutic community. And so I began to hear other people's stories as I began to share my stories. And I happened to learn that, a lot of times if we don't share our story, or a lot of times we may feel that we are in a isolated box, whereas that our story is so outlandish or so unique that it doesn't apply to someone else. But you never know how impactful uh, by you sharing your story that you can help someone else going through something that they never knew or didn't know how to navigate. So this is so true when it states for our second discussion, share your story, because learning about others' experiences, as this article says, learning about others' experiences can make people feel less isolated and more helpful. All right. Sharing personal stories can help people resolve feelings of shame or embarrassment associated with difficult experiences. Sometimes simply hearing someone else express similar emotions or responses to an experience can help people remove the stigma they're attached to the situation. This can even empower individuals with the strength needed to overcome or confront their greatest challenges. For an example, when women start sharing stories about experiences of sexual abuse and sexual harassment, it sparked an entire movement that empowered people across the country to speak out. All right? So don't hide, don't be afraid. I hope if you're someone who will get nervous speaking around others, I hope you will get in a comfortable setting where you feel that there is a non-judgment zone where you can speak out, share your story, because you never know, you become a mentor, or you can become someone that someone need that information to make their lives so much better. So don't think less of the stories that we have to share with one another. The next topic of discussion, we got 6 of them we're going over, but this is the third one. Listen to other people's stories. All right? Listen to others with real intentions and empathy can provide them with a meaningful and affirming experience. When people feel heard, they also feel valued. Mm. Both feelings are empowering. They encourage people to contribute their ideas and express themselves openly in conversations at work, in school, and with loved ones. Open communication tends to foster cooperative and collaborative relationships between people, allowing them to accomplish more and with less conflict. The open communication created by exhibiting good listening skills also gives people more opportunities to get feedback and brainstorm solutions to problems. For an example, open communication can enable students to share constructive criticism that improves their assignments. It can also make it easier for friends to resolve their conflicts, or for neighbors to start a community watch program. We're talking about role model here. We're talking about not only empowering ourselves, but also empowering the community, because working together in a collective way, we can get a lot more done. Okay, always remember when you're out, whether you're doing outreach, whether you're doing partnerships, or whether you're doing things, whether it's recovery related, whether it be healthcare related, uh, just know that when we all in working together collectively, we can meet a vast amount of needs in a single setting. Never know how much impact we can make if we work together. All right. The fourth topic, and that is stand up for others. All right. Stand up for others. Empowerment involves standing up for one's own rights and the rights of others. When individuals speak out against injustice or mistreatment, they not only support their values, they also can affect real change that brings greater equality to everyone and protects entire communities from abuse. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. In recognition of that interconnectedness, people should consider ways they can promote justice and equality while also keeping in mind their skills and passions. Individuals with a love of athletics may want to volunteer with an organization that organizes empowerment through sports programming for at-risk youth. People passionate about saving the planet may choose to become environmental justice activists. Standing up for others doesn't necessarily require people to join movements or loudly renounce behaviors or acts they oppose. Sometimes it can simply mean offering positive words to someone who received harsh treatment. We want to represent this idea of becoming a mentor or someone who can be a role model, an example of what it is after going through so much trauma, whether it be through utilization of drugs or whether we had to endure incarceration because of acts that we may have committed. And so we can be an example of what we went through and what not to go through. All right, what to do and what not to do. All right, and so I can tell my experience, lived experience. I mean, it's no greater than anyone else. But however, if I'm able to reach, uh, whether it's one person or a multitude of people, it's all right, as long as that I can make a difference with my voice or with my lifestyle, as long as it represents the right thing to do. Saying something like, I'm sorry you were treated that way, you didn't deserve it, can have a powerful impact on a person who was belittled during a work meeting or class discussion. Such support lets a person know not everyone agrees with what happened. This can provide people comfort and empower them to stand up for themselves and the future. All right. Standing up for others may also mean showing courage in the workplace to challenge unethical practices, such as misleading consumers about products or confront bullying behavior. This may involve calling it out in the moment, helping coworkers document incidents, or filing formal complaints with management. All right. And so those are some things when you're talking about standing up for others. And so we want to be an example of what what right thing to do and what not to do. So uh, it may demonstrate need to be demonstrated in different various forms of uh, institutions, or whether it's in the workforce, or whether it's in the community, whether it's at home, we need to be mindful of one another, because in all essence, our goal is to become better every day, not just sometimes, but all the time. That should be our main focus, to become greater every single day. Have the mindset that I can become greater. I can change my situation. I can, instead of I can't, right? So the fifth uh, topic of discussion is embrace positivity. This article says positivity significantly affects the mind and body. More than just a catchphrase, positive thinking can decrease stress, boost immunity, and increase a person's ability to analyze. This can support creativity and give people the courage to try out new things and take risks. When people nurture positive emotions, the body releases serotonin, which generates feelings of happiness and calm. In this state of mind, individuals typically have more energy and their brains have heightened abilities to process information. Those who embrace positivity not only empower themselves, their positivity frequently empower those around them as well. Positivity breeds positivity, okay? Providing people with energy, enthusiasm, and encouragement. This can help motivate others and give them the boost they need to keep pushing forward through a trying personal experience, a challenging class, or uncertain times. All right. And so remember, I said I learned through the therapeutic community or treatment program that I was in. One of the things that we learned and that was taught was positive reinforcement. All right. Getting rid of the negative thoughts and behaviors and replacing them with positive ones. And you may say, well, that sounds good. Uh, well, um, yes, it does sound good. Can it be done? Yes. With practice, over time, uh, putting a lot of discipline and effort in, it can be done. But you have to be willing and open to be open-minded to accept that you can change the negative into a positive. So you just have to look at it from a different perspective. All right. And so number six, remember, we're talking about empower each other. 6 ways to spread purpose, resilience, and joy. This is our support group, and this is our mentoring support group. So the sixth uh, topic is build support network. All right. Build support networks. All right. So the article says strong support system help individual cope with life challenges. Let me read that again. It says strong support systems help individuals cope with life challenges. All right. And so we're here at Capital Recovery Center. We stress the importance of building recovery capital. And so, as a recovery coach, my goal is to encourage and empower people who may need maybe just a little helping hand, some guidance, or some navigation through life or through their recovery. And just some of the resources that we have here can also boost their efforts to give them some type of self-esteem, or some may have already have their own self-esteem, whereas some people just may just need a little helping hand. But our goal is to build strong support, all right? And so the article goes on to say they can also enhance self-esteem, right? Ease the effects of emotional distress, and even lowers a person's blood pressure. A support network of family, friends, co-workers, and classmates often plays an instrumental role in people's ability to achieve their goal. right? So this is a recovery support group. You may say, well, you're the only person there. However, by you listening and watching, you are part of this recovery support group. For an example, supportive classmates can help each other learn concepts, study for an exams, and apply for scholarship. Past and current job contacts can provide information about promising work positions. All right, career fairs and professional conferences. So by word of mouth, a lot of times we can help people navigate with the networking process. So I may hear about a job that's hiring that someone may not be aware of, and just by word of mouth or networking, that somebody know me or I know someone that's a friend of a friend, I can share that information, and who knows, that person may be qualified for the position and may be in need at the moment. So it says friends and families can offer everything from financial support to help finding housing to advice on good doctor. So here at Capital Recovery Center, we help people with sober living funding. So we have a list of sober living housing, no matter what county you're from. We go on Google online, look for sober living houses. If you live in a different county, we'll go find out the human service department of that county, and we recommend that people, if the funding doesn't apply for them who is not a Cumberland County resident, we're directing them to their county, and hopefully they can assist with the funding through their agency. All right. Ultimately, strong networks expands a person's access to useful information. All right. They also allow individuals to pool their resources and skills, which increases opportunity for everyone. So, as a good mentor, mentorship is always good to be upbeat, be straightforward, be honest, be attentive to someone's need, always be ready to listen. We call it constructive listening, whereas you listen to a person without interruption and let them know that you are there for them. All right. So the article goes on to say to develop a strong support network, cast a wide net. Consider reaching out to neighbors, a child's teacher, or a spouse co-workers. But be sure to build reciprocal relationship, all right? Reciprocal relationship. Make sure the feedback, all right, the interaction is being reciprocated. Not that it's one-sided. I'm doing more so for the individual, and the individual is not making any efforts in return. So long as it's being reciprocated, then we can be able to make progress. Support networks work best when nobody makes more withdrawals than deposit. All right. So that goes the reciprocation process. Joining associations, clubs, or student organizations connected to your interests and goals can also help develop a strong support network. For an example, individuals, all right, it says individuals, all right, studying physical therapy may want to join their university physical therapy club. All right. And so if you out there, you're looking for a NA support group or AA support group, if you live in the Cumberland County area, we have a whole list of them. We also have them here. We also have hybrid meetings. You can also come into the office and join us and be a part of what we're doing here at Capital Recovery Center, or you can just join us online. We welcome you, and I hope you feel welcome when you do come or when you tune in to our weekly online meeting recovery support group meetings, that is. All right, until the next time, my name is Craig. Take care of yourself, be safe, and remember to empower not only yourself, but also your community. So long. Take care.